You're tuned into the heartbeat of Lagos, the Beat 99.9 FM. We beat for you and you alone. You know the vibes. It's 9:54 a.m. on a wonderful Wednesday morning. My name is BB Ray, hanging out with you all the way up until 11 o'clock. And yeah, today is a jam-packed Wednesday. Right about now, I have got the freshest of Vic Tea from the Big Brother Titans house, coming all the way from SA. Well, you're Nigerian, Sha, but you know what I mean. We have got Marvin. Hey, Marvin.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
What's going on? How are you?
Oof, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Just came out of Big Brother, not long ago, and I'm excited to be here.
Super duper excited. I can see you're so smiley. I love the energy, man. I'm super excited to have you here. So let's talk about your time in the house. Now, you were there for quite a number of days. I think it was like 29 days or something like.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
I was there for 5 weeks.
5 weeks. Okay, so you've been there for a minute. What was the experience like in the house? You know, just obviously the house being a melting pot of so many different people from different backgrounds, different works of life. I mean, South Africa, Nigeria, that connect alone is crazy. So what was that like living with so many other people?
Oh, it was quite an experience. Like this is Big Brother Titans. Like it's different from. I mean, I'm aware of like Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother in Mzansi, but with the Titans, like coming together of like two great nations, and having to like live together, with different cultures, despite like differences, there are still similarities. So it was a blessing to experience all that. I actually know some South African slangs now. And. I ate some South African food, and so it's a blessing to be there. It's a blessing to experience that.
Absolutely. What is one thing that you feel like you took away from your time in the house, especially meeting South Africans also?
Yeah, so I've never really been to South Africa before. So I've never been to South Africa. I've never really even actually really gone close to like a South African. So being in the house was like something that I've always wanted to do. I just wanted to like connect with the South African, and being there, I got the opportunity to really like learn the culture, learn like different languages and stuff like that. Like just be aware of the different languages, their culture, their foods, how they speak. It's quite interesting.
I say so. Now, meeting you in person and kind of like seeing how you were in the house, I feel like the personalities match. There are quite a number of housemates that I'm like, is this how you would be in real life? I don't know. Which means that essentially there's quite a number of people that are playing the game. So if I had to ask you, of all the housemates that are in there right now, who do you think is really playing the game?
Man, coming out of the house right now, I know when I went in myself, I just went in to be myself, played my own game. But in the house, I didn't really think anyone was playing a game, but coming out now, I think someone that would say he's playing like a good game, kind of maybe not a good game, but the whole situation going on with Kosi, Yemi, Blue, the whole triangle going on is a good one as well. And,
interesting. What was your strategy? Did you have a strategy before you went into the house? Was it to be the nice guy? Was it to be the helpful guy, the fun guy? What was your strategy? Did you have one?
Yeah, so for going into Big Brother, I didn't really watch any season. I didn't really know much about Big Brother. I know my mom told me about Big Brother, and she kind of explained to me, from her own point of view. So I didn't really know much. So going in, I was like, wait, am I supposed to watch maybe a season or so? And there wasn't really any seasons online. So I was like, I'm just gonna go in there kind of blank and just be myself. And that's exactly what I did. I went in there, be myself. I feel like I'm a pretty friendly person.
Right.
I really want to connect with people, stuff like that. So I went in there, be myself. No strategy at all. And but I feel like I had fun. In the Big Brother house, definitely.
That's dope. Yeah, you did have fun. Now you were coupled up with Yaya.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that situation. What's going on with you guys now?
Oh, now, Yaya, in the house. First of all,
before we even get to now, in the house, was it genuine? Was it a real thing that I like this person, I'm trying to get to know her? Or, I'm going to ask you this straight up, was it something that you kind of felt like you needed to do based on the fact that everybody kind of was settling into some sort of ship or another?
Oh no, for Yaya it was genuine. coming into the very first time we met, we just started like talking, and when we partnered up, it so happened that it was just like a thing where like even Big Brother himself said it was a pleasant coincidence where like we actually partnered up.
Yeah.
Despite like we already like friends before that.
Yeah.
And the partnership just like kind of just grounded like the both of us, and we also got to like connect through the partnership.
Right.
And I just knew like the way we connected, I just knew that, coming outside the house is just something that's going to continue. And I told that to Big Brother, I told that to the rest of the housemates. Like, I feel like in terms of connection, definitely she's my partner. So, we talked a lot, so I definitely feel like we have a strong connection, and coming outside the house, I believe that's going to continue.
How's that going so far?
Oh, it's going well. It's going well.
So how do you plan on doing long distance? You plan on going there? She plans on coming here? How do you guys, want to work it out?
Long distance with what?
Like, with the situation.
Okay. Yeah. So of course she's in South Africa. I'm in Nigeria. I mean, sometimes, yeah. I'm in Nigeria, and I do reside in like Houston, Texas as well. So,
exactly.
I plan on going back to South Africa. Like, just going to visit, and yeah, it's just going to be a thing where, I have a phone. We can video call, we can text, we can do all that and stay in contact.
I feel that. Now, I do want to ask you something. Last week we had Jenny O in the studio. Jenny O had a really cool conversation with myself. We spoke about her time in the house, and one thing that she mentioned was, I guess the misconceptions surrounding her and her time in the house. I'm going to get to the question about, what misconceptions maybe you have now seen about yourself. But before that, she touched on the fact that, being an Nigerian American, she felt like she had to stand up for herself. And, that is possibly where the kind of aggressive narrative of her was born from. So asking you now as a Nigerian American also, how true do you think that statement was? Do you feel like you were able to be yourself 100%, or did you feel like you had to actually, learn a little bit more about the people that you're living with and put up some sort of like a front to be able to, I guess, protect yourself,
Yeah, for me, I believe I was myself. It was something that going in, I mean, I didn't really know much about like the whole game aspect of it. For me, it was like a reality TV. I just went in, wanted to be myself, but kind of while I was in the house, I started realizing of course, there's a game to it, right? So like, let me say like the arena games, like the HOH games, those are things that you have to like plan for, like strategize for, like, hey, how are we going to play this game? Stuff like that. So I would say it's a mixture of both, where I was myself, but also while I was there, I started like learning. I remember Big Brother was like, Mom, it seems like you're learning this game pretty quick, so it's just something that I had to like just learn as we go. But yeah, it was a mixture of both, being myself and also, learning the game as we went on.
Okay. How did you stay out of the drama? Because obviously I mentioned Yaya, I mentioned Jenny O, so you already know.
Yeah.
How did you kind of like, how did you navigate that?
I would say like naturally I'm not a person that like gets into like much drama.
Okay.
I would say I feel like I'm typically not that person. So I wouldn't see myself like getting into a fight like that or getting like a crazy drama. That's not me.
Right.
Even I tried.
You tried? You tried to get into drama?
No, I didn't try. But even though I tried, like
I
could not. So that was something that just
I feel you. If you had to pick anybody to leave the house this week, who would you pick?
See, that's tough for me because like I mentioned, like going into the house, I wanted to like really like connect with people, like, so I feel like I connected with everyone.
For real?
I connected with everyone. Of course, there's like,
nobody that you'd be like, you know what, you can get out of there. Get out of there.
You know what? Like, it so happened, like, when I go into the house, I didn't really have any, like, conflicts, like, like maybe someone putting you up, something crazy like that. I didn't really have much conflicts like that. And it was really big for me to, like, really actually get to know each and every one, like, really connect with them. So, there is, I wish I could say, like, maybe there's somebody I would want to leave the house.
Okay.
But no.
All right, if you can't say that, then who would you like to win?
To win.
Yeah.
And I have several people just because like in terms of like closeness, like with people. I know, like towards like I'm say the last 2 weeks, I got really close with like Yvonne, Olivia. You know, they had like a little circle going on with like the Covens. You know, they had like a little group, and it was just like the girls. And so I tried to like get in there. I was like, you know what, I'm part of the Covens now, you know. And they're like, Marvin, you have to bring G's to if you want to be part of the Covens, you know. So, but yeah, I got pretty close with Yvonne, you know, Yvonne, Olivia, you know, even Black Boy, even Kanaga as well. I really got close with everyone. So
there's no one person that you'd be like, yeah, I would like you to win.
Yeah, I don't think there's a one person. But now, if the question was like, who do I think is likely to win?
Who do you think is likely to win?
I would say like, I wouldn't think this when I was in the house, but coming outside the house now, I would say like, wow, Kosi's playing a pretty good game from my point of view.
Okay.
You know, so I would say like she's probably likely to win it.
Interesting. Interesting. How about you now? Coming out of the house, what misconceptions have you seen? Have you read about yourself? Because you know the internet is a wild and wonderful place.
Yeah.
It's wild, weird, and wonderful all at the same time. So what are the things that you've seen about yourself that you're like, what's that?
I've gone into the social media. I know there was like a little, you know, back and forth. Like, let me say I did the Twitter space thing. The questions was mostly like with the Kanaga and Marvin thing. And I think a misconception would be like, you know, Marvin, you know, saying all these things about Kanaga, you know, he's complaining, stuff like that. Yeah. But for me, like, I would just say, like, I was just expressing myself. And, you know, like, Kanaga is my boy. Yeah. You know, we connected deeply. Like, he's the very first person I connected with. And, you know, that doesn't change. And, you know, even though he comes out here, like, in the real world, I know it's a game, and we're still going to connect.
Simple. I love that. So much positivity, so much good vibes coming from you. Yeah. All right. So what does the future have in store for you? What are you working on? What are you trying to do? What's the next step?
Ooh, I'm excited about this. Like, for me, I mean, you guys probably have already seen that. For me, fitness and health is something that is big for me. Like, you know, weight loss, you know, building muscle, just, you know, mental health. I think this week is like, is it this week or this month, like the health?
Actually, today.
Today
is recreational sports and fitness day or something like that.
That's it. That's what I do. Like, I want to make Africa, the world, Nigeria, South Africa a better place in terms of like health, you know, fitness and health. So I'm really big on that. So I do own a supplement brand for now. I do own a supplement brand that, you know, that right now we manufacture like this. Yeah, it's a protein supplement.
Ooh,
and the protein supplement helps with weight loss, muscle gain. Boosting energy, all that. That's what I use, and you know, that's what a lot of like my audience use as well in my social media.
Okay.
And so I'm doing that. That's what I do right now, and I also do modeling, right? I've done modeling internationally in the US. You know, I've done like fitness modeling, clothing modeling. So I'm looking to like
get back into that.
Get back into that. I know I don't wear a lot of clothes, but
otherwise, be like modeling with what clothes?
Yeah, but when I do wear it, it does look good on me.
Once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. So that's something I'm looking to get into as well. And of course, I've done a lot of like reality TVs, different ones here and there. So I'm also looking to get into like acting as well. Acting, hosting, stuff like that.
Get into the media space as a whole.
Yeah. But definitely the fitness and health, the modeling is two big ones for me.
Okay. Well, you know what? I can't wait to see what you do with it. I mean, it's a huge platform, and I feel like the power is yours. It ultimately lays in your hands. So yeah, go forth and prosper.
Thank you.
Yes, you are so welcome. With that being said, thank you so much for stopping by the studio, Marvin. It has been such a pleasure chit-chatting with you.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.